Back in the Deshaun Watson era, Clemson was a lock to be #1 in the country, but new times and really useful for screaming only. The first Associated Press Top 25 rankings released this afternoon. A look at the top 10. This is the fourth straight year the SEC claimed the #1 spot in the AP preseason poll, tied with the Big Eight from 71 to 74 for the longest streak by a single conference since the preseason poll began in 1950. Have a look. Georgia #1, second consecutive year. Ohio State and Oregon, those are two Big Ten teams. Your second SEC team gets in there. Texas, Alabama rounds out the top 5 as we welcome in the great Paul Finebaum to break down this AP poll. Again, it's good for people to scream. It's good for your radio show. So give me your biggest takeaway from the new poll.
Matt, Alabama at #5. That may be a career achievement for some schools, but for Alabama, it is the lowest preseason ranking since 2009. That was Nick Saban's second year when he won the national championship. Kalen DeBoer, probably okay with #5. He is still third in the SEC, expected to make a serious run at the playoffs. So not too many hung heads in Tuscaloosa, but still startling to see a non-Nick Saban team ranked that low.
Yeah, we see 1, 2, or 3 with Alabama all the time. But you look at that without the greatest coach of all time, and Kalen DeBoer coming in 5. I looked at that and said, okay, there's still a lot of respect for the Crimson Tide coming into the season. It is time to play the greatest game in all of television, fine or not fine. We're going to play a rankings decision or a ranking statement of it. I'm going to give you a statement. If you agree, it's fine. If you disagree, it's not fine. First one, Paul. Fine or not fine with the SEC getting 4 teams in the top 10?
Yeah, I'm fine with that, Matt. I mean, only 4 out of 10, one just barely missed. When you think about the fact that 9 SEC schools out of the top 25, I think you can get over the pain of only 4 in the top 10.
All right, and look, and I'm not saying, only 4. I mean, that's 40%. That's my Arizona State math kicking in. So I think they're still pretty good with some of the teams on the outside. I look at Missouri, LSU, 2 teams that are just outside the top 10 that I think eventually will work their way up. All right, fine or not fine. Here's one. Michigan at #9.
I'm not that fine with that. I mean, to me, Michigan is a marginal playoff team. I think they're living off the past here. Jim Harbaugh is gone, and he's not coming back, in case you missed last week. I think they should have been a little bit lower.
I will say this about Michigan. They return a lot of skill defensively, offensively, the whole units in the NFL. It'll be interesting to see what they can do with Sharon Moore. And finally, are you fine or not fine with Colorado only getting 1 vote?
And Matt, I read your tweet a minute ago. It wasn't me. There's no way I would vote for Colorado. I mean, this is a program that is living off of its head coach, not off of its school reputation, because they have none other than a national championship about 30 years ago. They shouldn't have gotten a vote. And quite frankly, I'm sure that's going to get me in trouble with Coach Prime. I'm sure he's going to yell at me like he did the local media on Saturday, but I really don't care.
But that's what I was thinking. Like, we saw the back and forth with Deion Sanders and the local media and Coach Prime. So now he's going to have a problem with the entire Associated Press because they only got 1 vote. And now we know it wasn't Paul Finebaum. That just into SportsCenter as well. Paul, buckle up. Going to be a fun season. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Matt.
Give me something. Light a cigarette just so I can breathe.